Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. So in this video, I've got quite a list of magic money making methods for you to roll through. All these are sort of like methods on their own. So what I thought I'd do, rather than bring them in as individual videos and just sort of spam the channel, I'd cram them into one video and we could just go through it and talk through them as well. Now these methods are stuff we've done before on the channel, so you can find the individual videos before, but I'll try and cover them in enough detail just to go through everything as well. And if you are brand new to the channel, please make sure to hit that subscription button. We are smashing the content out, and subscribing to the channel just helps me be seen by more people. And also make sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the videos and enjoying the channel as well. So in terms of all these methods, there's one item which I kind of deem essential for every account to have now, and that is going to be the elemental battle staff. Now currently this thing is worth 3 mil, and it is worth every single penny of it, because what it's going to give you access to is all of the magical spells. And not only that, it's going to save you a boatload of money because we're not going to have to buy elemental runes. Not having to buy elemental runes, especially with the prices of them nowadays, is going to save you so much money. Now, for most of this, we're going to have to be on the normal spell book because we're going to be doing mainly enchanting with some other bits and pieces as well. Again, Lunas, as we've mentioned multiple times on the channel, is a fantastic way to make GP. And maybe we'll do a Lunas video at some point, but what we're looking to be doing for this video is enchanting and some other bits as well. Now the first thing we're going to be doing, because I know you guys love doing it and love when I do it as well, we're going to talk through a little bit of buying and selling on the Grand Exchange. So the first one we're going to be doing is enchanting jewelry. Again, one of the absolute best money making methods I've done or do. It's one which consistently pulls up and always works. And it's just so easy. It's just all the time, they just seem to work so well. So the first one we're going to be doing is Rings of Dueling, which is probably one of the items which has pulled through the most and made the most on my account. So as you can see, a Ring of Dueling has bought just under 5k and is sold for 8.3k. So really, for a Ring of Dueling, because we've got the air runes from the air staff, all we need to pay for is a cosmic rune, which it'd actually be quite a good time to price check a cosmic rune, because as we've seen from Market Watch, it has gone quite up and down lately. So basically, the price of the cosmic rune being 500 GP, that's all we need to enchant this Ring of Dueling. So we're going to be making just under 3,000 coins per enchant. Now the really good thing about enchant now is that you get the dialogue where you can make multiples of them. So whenever you've got full invo, rather than having to click it one at a time, which you used to have to when enchanting, which was really annoying, you can click it and have a full invo worth of AFK while you're sat enchanting away. Now, what I would suggest about enchanting as well is have a test and have a play around with all the different items, like things like Rings of Wealth from like sort of Dragonstone form, combat bracelets, amulets of glory have huge times when they spike, and for whatever reason will go up in price. Same with Rings of Forging, same with games necklaces as well. Always explore these different options because they can give you a chance to make very easy GP and very quick GP as well. That Emerald Enchant, you can do at level 27 magic. So if you had like a little bit of GP on account to buy some Rings of Dueling to get started, all you need on account is level 27 to get started with that. And with that kind of enchanting, I think you'd be able to enchant something like 2.5k per hour. You'd be making around like 6 to 7 mil just from doing that form of Ring of Dueling enchanting. So that's the first one. We'll keep on the enchanting vibe now, because what we're going to do is look at crossbow bolts, which is again a very underrated method for doing it. Now, one thing I would say with crossbow bolts, just so you can get the picture of it, one spell does 10 bolts. This is what took me forever when I first tried to like do a video on this as a money making method. One spell does 10 bolts. So because originally when I was looking at it, when I was trying to work out the cost of it, a death rune and a cosmic rune is quite severe in terms of price if you're doing one bolt, but it's not. It's split between 10, which is where you can make some GP. Now the two which sort of make the best profit are going to be Onyx and Ascendary, because the enchanting raises their out price quite high, and that's why people look to buy them and look to use them as well. So what it was a cosmic and a death rune. A death rune has gone up in price, but is currently sat at a price of 225. So for something like 750 GP, 75 GP per bolt, you can change their price. So what I'll do, just really quickly, is just do a set of each, just so we can just sort of like go through like how much extra profit you can make. Right, so that is done. So an unenchanted Ascendary Bolt is 7.5k, and an enchanted Ascendary Bolt for 75 GP extra is 8.3. But not only that as well, the out price is 10.2 for the non-enchanted, and the enchanted is 10.8, which is a little weird. I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe it's the Onyx is where it's like the most dramatic. So Onyx bolts for enchanted is going to be 5.8k, which in terms of an Onyx bolt, it's a bit of a steal. And then the enchanted is going to be 6.4. The unenchanted is going to be 8.1k, and then the enchanted is going to be 900 GP as well. So for 75 GP and a little bit of sort of like time stud enchanting, you're going to be making a couple hundred GP more per bolt. When you do enchanting, you can do quite a decent amount per hour. You're looking roughly about 13.5k bolts per hour. So a Sendry bolts enchanting is actually about 6.8 mil per hour. And then Onyx is going to be coming in at a price of about 3.6. But Onyx is very funny at the minute. It is sort of jumping up and down an awful lot. So just check your margins, and you can hit a point where it's going to be very good and you'll make an awful lot of profit with it as well. Now, one thing I would say in regards to enchanting is that enchanting has the benefits of being mobile. You can do enchanting anywhere. And there's been a couple of money making methods I've shown before where you can do enchanting alongside something. So two of my absolute favorites is having a fruit bat using the fruitful scrolls automatically at Cathby Beach, and then noting the papayas with the tall leprechaun. But then also a fantastic method which gives you pretty much free herblore XP or massive profit, whichever way you want to sort of do it, is by collecting cave nightshades and fletching at the same time and enchanting at the same time as well. I did used to do fletching, but you kind of miss out on the Fletcher and the buff you're going to get from the Fletcher. Whereas with enchanting, you can just enchant while the nightshades respawn, and then you can just sort of do that as well. And in that way, you're making profit on two fronts. If you're doing the fruitful method, you're making profit through papayas and then also enchanting at the same time. Or if you're doing the nightshade method, you're going to get a load of herblore XP, a load of sheer profit because you've collected your own secondaries, and then pretty much the magic money on top. So both of those methods though are roughly about 8 mil each per hour. Again, papayas have took a massive hit. So if you team them with enchanting, you can be making like 15 mil per hour just doing that as a combo. And I wouldn't say it's that hard of a money making method either. A couple of hours can really set you up with some decent profit. But again, enchanting, very, very good, but a very good mobile skill. It'd be something I'd be using while doing something else as well. Now the final one is again a free to play money making method which does spike severely and is one which is quite underrated in terms of how good it is. This is going to be bones to bananas. Now, if you are a free-to-play player, what I would suggest is having a water staff and buying earth runes because earth runes are cheaper. Currently, for a full invo, and one spell does a full invo, nature runes are going to be a pretty decent profit for it. So just to talk through how to do it, get a preset set up where you've just got your 14 nature runes, your earth runes, and an invo of bones. Currently, a nature rune is going to be 657 GP each, and it's going to do 25 is a minimum. So like really in terms of how much it's going to cost per bone, you're only looking about 20 GP each to turn it into banana. And a bone, is currently going to be at a price of 190. So if you click that, the full invo is done and a full invo is turned into bananas. So a banana is going to come in at a price of 287. You're making 80 GP sort of per go. But the whole point of this method is that you have to be fast. Speed is going to be your friend with this method, and the quicker you're doing it, the more bananas you're going to make per hour. The more bananas you're going to make per hour, the more GP you're going to make. And that's basically the emphasis of it. You want to be making sure that you're putting your banana spell onto your keybind. So once you click one, you've made the bones, and then you're hovering your mouse over the banker just so it's so quick in terms of your transactions. And you're just continuously moving and rebanking and rehashing that stuff there. But again, 4 solid sort of methods. One thing I would throw in as well is a little bit of an additional thing. Since we are on a normal spellbook, high alching still makes considerable profit. The only problem is it's awful to do, but there are numerous sorts of items in the game which are going to make you huge profit with alching. A lot of those will be things like Royal Dragonhide bodies, battle staffs. Battle staffs are a really good one. Again, don't really want to make this video too long, but just to go show you guys a battle staff. If we go water battle staff. Now, the reason I've gone for water is because it's released in quite a few new bosses, but also the Archglacior. In the zero mechanic mode, you do get quite a lot, which is what keeps the price low. We've just bought that for 750. If, let's say, we're nature in 750 for ease of math, 7.5k, and we've just turned that into 9.3. So, again, 1800 GP. I think 1800 GP profit just from like doing that as well. And again, you don't have to be members to do that. Non-members, your items are a little bit more sort of restricted, but Things like green dragon and hide bodies will be really good on non-members world, or different forms of salvage. Again, really, really good there. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys have enjoyed, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are brand new, make sure to hit that subscription button. It really does help me out to be seen by a lot more people. Thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.